Going matchup, right? SF versus melee offlaner.
Definitely not easy. That said, I think 33 is doing great in this lane, given how hard of a matchup it is and the fact that I think the clock can even just run in and burn some extra regen early.
Look at these guys. Just playing the margins here so heavily. 9, Nisha, support rotations on both sides. Boxy secures it with the flare.
The old 80 damage threat that can come out as long as he has Timber Chain up.
Skeeter take a lot of damage here. Yep. Dragonite with 2 levels of Dragon's Blood. Looks like he will survive, but not very healthy for it. Meanwhile, back over the top lane, the Cogs, maybe not quite what they wanted. Locking Mickey in with the Timber Saw. That feels bad.
Boxy's going to watch Skeeter farm here.
Yeah, it's a nice view he's got. Watching the Hand of Midas slowly be built up. He's going to go for it now with level 3 Battery Assault. Not going to catch up to him in time. They do have the Silencer cutting across, but a lot of supports. 9 is here, and this is a dangerous spot now. Skeeter is going to be more than healthy enough to tank through this one. 33 even joining in the mix here. Again, Tundra bringing all their heroes to a potential fight, and they'll be rewarded with 3 hero kills.
There's going to be a lot of spell damage to deal with. This is a guaranteed fail game. They're going to jump.
Going big for 9 here, trying to use that shield rune effectively. 9's pretty tanky, but Nisha's making good use of his mana. He's out of it now, though, and the lasso is going to be able to pull him back. They immediately use a black hole to try and stall up Skeeter as much as possible, but Nisha cannot follow this damage up very well. One last hit, that'll be enough. Skeeter does end up falling, but 9 picks up 1 off of the ult on Insania and comes back in with more damage. That lightning bolt barely off the mark there. Zai turning back around with all these vessel charges. Both the supports are going to be pushed away, but they both do survive on the side of Tundra.
He is the initiation in this game. Zai is just casually showing mid. That is not where you can be.
Boxy tries to jump in, misses the hook shot off the Eidolon. Zai going to be into big time trouble. Maybe he can kill the Mirana first before he dies. No, that Thunder God's Wrath brings him down, but a trade-off 1 for 1. Timber Chain through is going to catch Boxy as well, and Nisha cannot stop
that Requiem.
A lot of heroes. The Requiem is pretty good, and now the Raisins start bringing down the Dragonite. Skeeter's going to fall. 33 is low, but they do manage to burst down Nisha. Now with the lasso on the SF on top of that, Chakram cut him down. Ultra kill for 9, almost picking up the Rampage, frankly. He's going to be building into the Manta Shard build.
What are you going to do now? The Zeus has a Yasha cap.
Oh no, Zai's going to die again. Oh, he's got Black Hole. Maybe he turns this around, actually, with the Eidolons out.
Oh, got it.
There goes the Black Hole. They're going to lay into the support. Zai is burning. He tries to leave the flames, but he falls, and it farms very quickly once you have the Manta.
I guess it gives them the lane shot that their line is missing. They're
Dragon Tail into Arrow, but they went onto a Clockwork, and all the damage dealers are right behind him, so this is bad for Skeeter. They may need a secondary carry in 9 because at this rate, Skeeter dying in every single one of these engagements. Lasso doesn't last long enough. Nisha, dodges Wrath, dodges from the jump from Nisha, and he has just enough power to be able to kill the bottom, but 9 is still out here, still a menace to Team Liquid. They're going to try and chase him down.
Remember, no Black Hole in this fight because it was used top earlier, so 33, he feels very confident, maybe too confident.
Requiem right on top of him. 1 raise, 2 raise, and a 3rd is going to bring him low, but 33 is still alive, but he falls eventually, just kited out for too long.
And these Requiems from Mickey, they have surprised Tundra both times, and it has paid off. It just creates an Arc Lightning spell, but it does do reduced damage.
Yeah. Going to be able to catch 9 here off the Global Silence, making it harder. They get a Force Staff, but pull him back in. The Shield Root is doing a lot. Well, and they burst down the Nisha Storm, and Boxy is going to be victim of this as well. So what a turn, keeping it beyond Godlike Shriek alive for 9. Now Zai is going to be in some trouble, though. Turn around, Mickey is here. Dragon Tail instantly put onto him. He does have the Aegis. They got to be careful of fighting this SF.
Requiem not as good as the other 2 here, and that's going to open up something for 33 to go in. You still have to respect Black Hole. The one spell you're worried about on Tundra's side, they got everything else they wanted, though.
Silver Edge, got to watch out for that. Break immediately put onto the DK.
Frontliners are tanky. Oh, what an arrow!
Nice.
AUI.
They can take that Aegis away for free and get out still.
That's a huge pickup. That cost you almost nothing here. You're going to TP everybody out with the Storm coming back up.
The Hurricane Pike complete for the SF. Nisha, or excuse me, 9 is completing his as well.
Liquid TV now bottom. They're looking for the fight down here. I think they're going to get found first.
Oh, that Malefice. The Malefice before the lasso can come out. And now Snake,
he got two.
He's going to die, and the Black Hole managed to grab a couple there with the Global Sounds covering it. Nothing to be able to stop this. The Black Hole doesn't ensure 33's death. Nisha's going to show up. They quickly deal with Skeeter. The Requiem goes down, pushing away all those illusions. Meanwhile, Snake King is still being chased by Nisha. Actually doesn't give a damn about Snake King, apparently. He just wants to slow down 33, who missed the Timber Chain and will die as a result of it. Oh, that's going to feel awful. Snake King did manage to slip away.
You're going to have more scale coming out on the Storm Spirit as well. This is such a scary lineup to fight late game. And once more, the high ground defense of Tundra is put to the test.
Yeah, you got to respect that damage. Hook shot. They tried to go for the Zeus. Zai, he went for it with the Black Hole, and they locked them both down. What a beautiful jump from both Boxy and Zai. That's going to force a lot out of Tundra now. The Requiem to be able to push them back to make sure that Liquid is going to be able to get back behind this tier 3 tower again. Zai not going to be caught by Skeeter.
I think they're lucky they have Black Dragon up at this time.
Yes.
It's going to help you defend this base because your Zeus is out for 60. No buy. He got nothing off. That is just a perfect read from Liquid. Did not give Tundra a chance to set up. Force the action instantly. Regen for Nisha. As he's keeping it going here. You did use both globals, Black Hole and Requiem, so all the ults are on cooldown for Liquid. Just going to let the Aegis do the work here.
I have to imagine no Black Dragon means you're definitely giving up this lane of Barracks. They're going to make it difficult for Liquid, but
you cannot fight without the Zeus. You have nowhere near enough damage.
Nice aggressive force staff here, Lasso, but boy, that Bat Rider dies fast. Nisha jumping on to 33 now, who has to jump away with the Timber Chain. They buy back on the Bat Rider, but Mickey will complete that full lane of Barracks, sticking around for a second.
Feeling very confident.
Yeah, I guess with his minute Aegis, he wants to put it to use.
Maybe they just feel like even if the Zeus is up, they can take the fight, but this is Black Dragon plus the Zeus respawn. Arrow will miss a little bit here. Tundra do not want to let them get out. I don't know if they have a choice.
Okay, looking for anybody from Tundra that's going to show themselves. And they do actually push out, get the lasso onto Boxy. So, small little pick here for Tundra, something to work with, and maybe something that will allow them to get out on the map.
Got a global silence out of that as well. No, it is low cooldown with the talent.
Shun fight, lose that, and kind of lose the game off of it.
It does feel like you can give it up, though.
Well, they're certainly not going to be doing it now without Snake King in the mix.
I think your best chance to win this game is if you can contest Roshan. So if you have an idea of how to do that successfully and you can win that fight, it is your best chance to win. That said, contesting the Roshan is definitely way more difficult than holding high ground in terms of figuring out how to accomplish that.
Mickey's going to run through the ward sentry, but they spot 9. Once again, the wards are in the same spots for Liquid and for Tundra, but Liquid are able to take advantage of the ward easier.
And Tundra, you're going to have to fight through the vision here.
Yeah, Liquid are not going to get caught inside the pit. Boxy positioned himself. They jump him for Skeeter. Immediately going to be Scythe of Vice, but he is the tanky target. Pops his Manta, pops his BKB. He's okay for now. Mickey actually jumping in pretty aggressively while Zai is being harried constantly by 33. They're trying to deal with that Black Hole threat before it becomes a line. Nisha does manage to get Snake King while the Black Hole is going to be put to use on 33. Mickey gets on top of him, hits the Requiem with the BKB, and they just landed the Timber Saw. He is tanky as hell, but he'll fall eventually to this overwhelming damage. Meanwhile, 9 is he going to die to Nisha? The stun comes out just in time, and 9 stays alive. Also important that he stays up. He is so much of their damage.
They're actually doing this. They just got through all of Liquid's ults. The Storm has no buyback.
They're going to leave these heroes behind. No, they're actually going to jump in. Mickey went for the kill, and he doesn't quite get it onto 9. Now he's sitting here fighting for life with the Satanic, but he's got so much damage.
The buyback.
Scepter buying a little bit of time. 9 has so little resources. Snake King, another stun, another arrow. Lasso back in. 9, can you do the damage to finish off?
Kill a god.
To do it now.
He's Satanic.
They try and fight. No, Mickey's healing up now. 1 versus 4 practically. He needs to get away from this Chakram, though. He's running low on resources, and Tundra, they stick with the
go down fighting.
It brings down Snake King.
If he does.
Mickey's fighting for his life, and he will finally fall, but the damage is intense.
Instant buy.
Insania will try and clear what he can with Zai coming in through the side. He stops 9 CP away. He gets him with the Malefice. He's going to fall. Hurricane Pike won't save you now, son. 33.
Does have buy if he wants to rejoin this.
He could.
The Shadow Fiend is returning, though.
He is, and he's big, and he's bad, and he's laying damage in
A1.
3, 4, 5 shots. That's all it takes. It'll take plenty more to bring down 33, though. A buyback from 9 now being employed. Skeeter over here on the side.
That was his buyback, too. Cannot afford to die on the Dragon right now. As 5 buybacks committed for Tundra here. He's going to hide off the edge of the map. He's going to look for a Roach Steal, potentially. This is a bold play.
I mean, you got to play for a win here. You got to play for a massive turnaround.
Really
Nothing would be bigger than taking the Aegis away.
Wrath scouts out the pit.
It's going to be a little awkward. The time he's going to be blind for this one. He's stuck, shows up, blinks away.
He wants none of that.
Hand of Midas on an Eidolon. Skeeter, you absolute goon.
It sends a message. Might not be able to get the Roche, but I'll take your summons. Wait. Mickey has almost 4,000 HP after devouring that Ags.
33 even tankier now that he's got the Aghanim Scepter, but what if they just ignore him and go for the buildings? Hookshot going to be a little off the mark. They managed to get a decent lasso, pull back in, but the black hole is over it, and Mickey's fighting. He's got the Requiem out, the heal, but the Zeus, he's doing a decent amount at the same time, but Mickey just gets too much out of all this, and it's still the first life from him. They almost finish him off. He does manage to get the low ground before he dies. Nisha jumps in. He goes for 9, but 9 is able to hop himself away. A little heavenly jump to get out. Nisha, and it's backing out, but Mickey going in. Immediately, the Yule Scepter out from 33. He'll deal with the melee, and they jumped onto 9.
That's his last life?
That is his last life.
That's the last life for Tundra.